gonna read and we're gonna talk. We're gonna learn and it's gonna rock. We're gonna answer 3 questions, it's a walk in the park. It's Mr. Clark's Corner, now here's Mr. Clark.
Hero and welcome to Mr. Clark's Corner. I don't know if you caught that. I said hero and welcome to Mr. Clark's Corner because today we're talking about the heroes of the faith, and because of that I have a couple of jokes for you. What is something that Batman likes to put in his drinks? Just ice. Like justice? He puts just ice? Alright, that was a stretch, but let's come up with the second joke. What is the reason that the Avengers' outfits always look so clean and crisp? Well, after they're done washing them, they take them to Iron Man. Alright, that's enough jokes. But if you were in church this last Sunday, you heard us talk about the heroes of the faith, which we can find in Hebrews chapter 11. There are so many heroes of the faith listed in Hebrews chapter 11. Some of them that we talked about were more obscure, and we're going to talk about even more coming up in the future. But we have people like Abel we're going to talk about in this next week. We had like Moses. We had people like Barak and Jephthah who were more obscure that we didn't know about. But my question is, what exactly is faith? Because it's hard to be a hero of faith without actually knowing what faith is. And Hebrews 11 actually tells us exactly what faith is. So if you have your Bibles, let's go ahead and turn to Hebrews chapter 11. And let's read in the first couple of verses. Hebrews is in the New Testament. We don't actually know who wrote the book of Hebrews, but it's in the New Testament toward the back. Hebrews chapter 11, one more page for me. Let's read verses 1 and 2. Faith is being sure of what we hope for. It is being certain of what we do not see. That is what the people of long ago were praised for. So faith is being hopeful of what we don't see. The interesting thing is, it's time to learn another language. It's time to learn some Greek. The Greek word for hope here is the word elpis. Can you say elpis? Elpis is something that you expect. Oftentimes we think that hope means like wish, right? I hope I make a good grade on my next test. I hope I score a basket in my game, right? But hope actually isn't wish in the Bible. Whenever you see hope in the New Testament, it's something that has an expectation, something you expect to happen. Something more like, I studied really hard on this test and I know all of the answers, so I hope I'm going to get an A, right? Something you expect is going to happen. So hope here is something that we expect. Faith is expecting something we don't see, right? What is the thing that we don't see that we can hope for, that we can expect? Well, that's Jesus. We don't see Jesus today. We don't see God. It's not a physical thing, something that we can look at and stare in the face. We can't see God's eyes as we talk to Him. We can't see His lips move and listen to Him as He talks back to us. But having faith is understanding and knowing and expecting that God is there, that God is real, that Jesus exists, and that He's going to come back again one day. And so the people that are listed in Hebrews chapter 11 are heroes of faith. People who no matter what happened, people who always followed God and expected that He was real and knew who He was and that He was on their side. If we want to be heroes of faith, we need to have awesome faith like that. We need to be sure, we need to hope in what we do not see. We need to expect the truth of God to be real. And that is going to be our code word sound. And our code word of the day is hero. H-E-R-O, hero, because we've been talking about the heroes of the faith. And we'll continue talking about them for the next several weeks. So write hero down on a code word card and put it in the mailbox outside of my office to receive points towards your prizes. And that is going to bring us to today's 3 questions. Question number 1. What is your favorite hero in the Bible? Question number 2. What do you think faith is? Question number 3. How can you tell others about your faith? Well, that's going to do it for Mr. Clark's Corner. I'm Mr. Clark. This is my corner. Adios, amigos.
Okay, we read, alright, we talked. Oh yes, we learned, and you know we rocked. We even answered 3 questions, man, what a fun day. It's Mr. Clark's Corner, I'll see you on Sunday.